Backyard beekeeping here. We haven't been in our hive in about 2 months. So today we have with us Miss Penny.
Peace.
And we have special guest Mr. Spencer.
How's it going?
This is Mr. Spencer's first time working bees. And his dad, Mr. Kevin.
What's up, y'all?
Known Kevin for about, what, 30 years now?
30 years.
Something like that.
That's right.
So here we
Happy
go.
to be here
Yeah.
checking the hives.
Absolutely. So we haven't been inside, like I said, in a couple of months. You can see the bees are bearding because it is a hot day. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take the top cover off, and then we're going to take the, start smoking them. We're going to take the feeder out, and we'll take the inner cover off. And Miss Penny's going to go ahead and clean the Carousel feeder out for us today. So
I can't wait.
yeah, she can't wait.
I'm excited.
So here,
to
Mr.
do
Kevin,
that.
can you hold the camera?
Yeah, absolutely.
And scoot up here a little bit closer.
No, I just pulled this
Hold on.
part out.
Get in there.
No, you're
Get
gonna
in there,
pull
Mr. Kevin.
right here. We want to lift this up, but as we do, you know,
Oh my gosh.
there's a whole bunch because they're hot.
You hear him?
Yeah, I can
You
hear
want to
them.
grab that?
I feel like I might want to put my gloves
Put the
on.
gloves on. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and grab the whole thing.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, go ahead. And set that here. Just set it here on the top cover. And give them some smoke. Let them know that, let the girls know we're coming in. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift this up. Give them some more smoke.
Over here too.
All right.
You
Go
get a
ahead
good
and
shot?
Yep,
bang that down a little bit.
that's the feeder, Spencer.
Down here.
That's where
We
the
got a whole bunch of
Mr. Spencer. That's where the
Okay, here we go.
food
They'll
is.
come out of
Feeding
there.
tray.
Looks like we're gonna have to change the water stream too.
Yeah, we'll have to change our water source here. We won't do it right now. Let's go ahead and set this back down here.
Hold on.
Here, let me get my bee brush out.
Can you use it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna pop this inner cover off here. Can you set it down?
Sure.
Get that out of there. It's always an adventure when you're
Certainly.
working with bees. So we're going to get in today. We're going to take a look at the honey supers. Miss Penny's going to go ahead and she'll take this feeder and she'll wash it out. And we're going to put
That's the
in.
best part of it.
Is it?
No.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Not
ahead,
really.
Flip it over. There you go. Okay, go ahead and do that. Can I have that bee brush, please?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them some more smoke
Okay.
right on here. And brush them off with my bee brush. This is the inner cover. Now they have sealed that down with propolis.
What
So
is
I'm-
propolis?
Propolis is like a bee glue
Okay.
that they use to seal up any little cracks or
Made naturally
anything.
by them.
Made by them, yep. Because their goal is they want to seal it up so that, you know, other little pests and other bees can't get in there.
Right.
I give them a few puffs down here. And here we go.
Now
here.
the smoke calms them down.
Yeah, the smoke calms them down. It makes them kind of feel like their hive is on fire.
Okay.
So what they're going to do is they're looking to get away.
Leave.
And then up here we've got the honey super. So they're putting honey in here, and I'll show you that. Set this down here. I'm going to brush these bees off with my bee brush. They don't really want them on the inner cover. I want them to go back and find their, you know, their place in the hive.
Got it.
And part of the reason they're swarming a little bit right now is because it's so hot.
Right.
What they want to do is they want to keep their hive temperature on the inside down around 90 degrees. So I'm going to give them a little smoke here. And they are definitely, if you come on up here, Mr. Kevin, a little bit closer, you can see down inside where they're capping their honey. You can come on up here a little bit closer. They won't bother you. they're interested in working their honeycomb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one of these frames out of the honey super, and we'll take both honey supers off at the top, because we've got 2 of them. And I want to get down to the brood box, and I want to see the pattern that the queen is laying. So we started out with about 12,000 bees. We probably have 60,000, 70,000 bees now. You get my frame tool.
You said 60,000?
Yeah, 60 or 70,000.
Amazing.
So I'm going to pull a frame of the honey super here.
Mr. Kevin, what you say?
Okay, so here you can see the worker bees. What they're doing is they've built out all this comb. You can see right here, I'm touching it. Now the queen can't get up inside here. So this is the place for them to store excess honey. And if you come on over here, Mr. Kevin, take a look down inside here. And you can see all the bees down in there in the 2 honey supers. Walk up a little bit closer and then look down inside. See all the bees down in there?
Oh yeah.
So they're very healthy, they're very happy. Let's look
I like staying back actually, but
all right, so now
Mr. Kevin's a little bit afraid.
yeah. So then what I'm going to do now is give me a little bit more snow. And I want to take this top honey super off, and I'm going to set it over here on the table. After you get in and you disturb their hive, and you take your honey supers off to check them, or you check your brood box, it takes about 3 days before they start to really settle down again.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What's the brood box?
Okay, so the brood box is where the queen lays the eggs.
That's where
It's
the
where the
queen
baby bees are born.
Okay.
It's where the nurse bees take care of the baby bees. And the queen will lay up to about 2,000 eggs per day.
Per day.
Per day. And we have a very good, strong queen here. This is my first hive. Like I said, my uncle was in beekeeping. Learned a lot from him. We got these Italian honeybees from Bill's Bees here in Southern California. And we got them with a mated queen.
oh, the queen came with it.
Yeah, the queen came with. Wow, this is heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, set this one down right here.
Oh, that is it really heavy?
It is very heavy.
Because of the product that they've,
Yeah,
the
because of
comb
the
and
honey.
everything that they've added to the weight.
The comb, the honey. So this was our first honey super right here that we put on. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to check one of these.
What's a honey super?
Okay, so what a honey super is, this is all capped honey inside here. They call it a super because it sits on top of the brood box.
Okay.
So it's like a super cedar, where it sits on top of it.
The brood box is the bigger one.
The brood box is the bigger one.
Got it.
Let me get a
You
still
want-
shot of that. Oh,
That's all capped honey.
oh, look
They
at that.
built
Oh,
all
wow.
this honeycomb out. And if you ever run into a wild colony of bees that's in your yard or anything like that, please give me a call and I'll be happy to come get the bees. And we'll start a new colony right here in backyard beekeeping here in the outback.
We need our bees.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and set this back down. And so this honey super right here, I'm going to say probably in another month, is going to be ready. So what we'll do is we'll put a one-way exit, if you will, for the bees to get out of here. So that way they go out and they can't go back in again.
I see.
And you can see right here
Look at that.
where they're really starting to work this.
Right.
So this only has a little bit of capped honey right
Okay,
here.
that's capped and that's
Right.
not capped.
And these are Italian honeybees. See how they're smaller?
Oh, I see.
And see
now.
right here? See the girls right here? See how they have their heads down? What they're doing is they're putting nectar in there.
Okay.
And right here, they're building out comb. Because remember, earlier when we were in the house and I showed you a brand new honey super,
Right.
how it had wax on it?
Yeah.
They're starting to build that. Bees make wax inside their body,
Right.
in the back part of their body underneath. They have 3 little cells in there. These are all female bees.
All female.
All females, yep. And
Are
what
there
they're
any
doing,
male?
there's males. That's probably a male drone right there. See,
Okay.
see how he's bigger?
Right.
They really don't do anything except mate with a virgin queen. That's their whole job, is to fly outside when when my bees decide to start making queen cells,
Right.
and it's their goal to go out and mate with the new queen and to start a new colony. And that's how the new colony comes about. You want to hold this?
I would love to.
Okay, keep your hand on it real tight.
Because you're squeezing the clamps together.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of you, okay?
Yeah, and then we'll get out
Ready?
a.
1, 2, 3.
Put your head up, put your head just a little bit. There you go.
1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
I got a picture too.
Okay.
You got it?
Oh, Miss Penny, you're back.
Yes, I am.
This honey super here is very heavy. This one is almost completely capped. Wait till you check out this.
Oh, speaking of capped.
Whoops.
What happened?
Somebody made a sound.
Look at
I-
this.
A bodily sound.
I see.
That was bee noise.
Lunch was good.
Bee
That was
noise.
bee noise.
Look at this. Look at all this capped
Oh,
honey.
look at that, honey.
Wow.
You want to feel how heavy this is, Mr. Spencer?
Sure, I'll do 2 hands maybe.
Yep. Clamp it on there. Feel how heavy that is?
Oh wow.
That's got a lot of
Look at
honey in it.
that.
It's almost completely full. See?
That's
See how they capped
beautiful,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a close-up of that.
When it gets right to the humidity, the correct humidity,
right.
the bees put wax caps over the top of it. So this is all full of honey.
What do you mean by right humidity? Like what
So-
process is going on?
So what happens is the bees come in
Right.
and they deposit. See this bee right here? How she has her head down in there?
Right.
She's depositing nectar
Okay.
in this one here. She's putting nectar in there. And that's the nectar from the flowers, some of the juice from the feeder. And what happens is, it's got a lot of liquid in it.
Right.
So she is regurgitating or throwing up the contents of her honey stomach, her nectar stomach into here. And then what they do is they keep filling it up. And they know just the amount of moisture that has to be in here before they put a cap on it. Because that's what turns it to sugar.
Oh, I see.
Okay? That's how you get those complex carbohydrates turn into simple
Mr.
carbohydrates.
Spencer, you didn't even feel it, but the bee was landing on your head. He was just walking
I-
around.
Probably
So-
I'm getting a lot of them, Mr. Capman.
So you can see that the girls are doing a great job in here. So now we're going to take this honey super is going to be very heavy because this has a lot of honey in it. And then I'll pull,
I'm keeping this video rolling from your camera, right?
that's fine.
Don't hit stop, or you want me to?
Keep going.
Okay.
Look at how he edited it. Look at
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to give them a little smoke.
Now the beard's kind of shrunk down a little bit. Is that because they're out?
Yeah, it's because they're out.
The feeder was really filthy.
Yeah, and the other thing is because we took the top off, so the hive cooled down. It's like a chimney.
Oh, okay. So they went back in.
They went back in, yeah. And that's why they're not really...
Now where's
Are
the
we
queen
putting
located?
more frames here, or-
No, we're not going to pull any more
She's
frames
somewhere
here.
in the brood, I
She's
think.
somewhere in the brood box.
What's the brood box again?
The
That's
bigger
these two down here.
So she's in one of those
She's
two.
in one of those two. That's where she lays her eggs. And they have this all stuck together with propolis.
Now will we see her today, or we're not going that far in?
I don't know if we'll see her or not. It depends on if she's on some of the frames that we inspect.
Okay.
I
Just
see.
kind of
You
luck
gotta
of the.
pry- You have to pry those off.
Yeah, because they've
Yeah.
glued it down. Because like I said, we haven't been in here
Ah, I see.
in a couple months. Can you lift that up, Miss Penny?
Isn't that fascinating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
This one's going to be very
Can't
heavy.
even lift it up.
You wanna
can't,
pry?
No.
And I'll lift. Or start right
They
here.
made their
Here in the
own
middle.
glue.
Yep, it's called propolis. It's resins from plants and stuff.
Now, backyard beekeeper, I notice you're not wearing gloves. Have you ever been stung in the hand?
I have been stung in the hand, and the reason that I got stung in the hand was because, wow, that thing was weigh 60 pounds. I got stung in the hand. I had one of my hive tools out. Like,
Oh, there's that plastic screen, Spencer, we saw inside.
Yeah.
Mr. Spencer.
So,
You want this one?
yeah, so I had one of these hive tools. There was a bee underneath because it had some honey on it. And what happened is I pinched it, and when I pinched the bee, it stung me in the side of the finger. The reason I don't wear gloves is because I've got better dexterity without them.
I see, of course.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to take the queen excluder off.
What about that? That's not
Okay, we're going to put that in here in a minute, the hive butler, so that they can chase the bees. See all the propolis? Come on up here, Mr. Kevin. See the propolis? How they've glued it together? This started out as what's called burr comb, and then what they did is they propolized it. They glued it together. Because again, they'll seal up any small opening. Let's get them.
One landed on my finger. I had to.
Careful.
Yeah, just brush it off.
I blew him off, but he didn't. That was not the way to do it.
All right,
I'll brush
so-
him.
Kind of running out of smoke. I should have put some more fuel in it.
Let's get a smooth wave.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to pull out a brood comb.
Brood.
Now, what you're going to see in here, you'll see capped honey, and you'll see eggs, and you'll see.
That's their honey.
In the brood box, right?
Yeah, we're in the brood box. We're in the upper brood box.
Upper brood box.
Wow, they've got it glued together.
You have to pry those too.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, killing the bees.
Yeah. That's not my goal.
You just did.
All right. You ready?
They got squeezed in the vise. Oh, look at that one, Spencer.
Wow.
This is actually full of honey. Look at that.
Oh, that
Look
is
at that.
Oh,
About
we need a
15
picture
pounds.
of that.
Oh, my
Oh, it's
God.
dripping.
Dripping honey, huh?
Yeah,
Look at that.
they filled that with honey. Isn't that amazing?
This is
It
very
is
heavy.
incredible.
Go ahead and hold that up, Miss Penny.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to.
That's dripping with honey.
Yep, it's dripping with honey. This thing is completely filled with honey. I'm going to try and get some comb off here for you guys, so you can try the honey when we get in the house.
Amazing.
All right, can you hold that? Wait,
Is
actually, I'm going to
honey-
put this back in.
Is honeycomb edible?
Yes, it is, and I'm going to give this to you.
Fully edible. Wow.
Fully edible. See all the honey in there?
Look at that. You see
Oh, yeah,
that,
I see
Mr.
it.
Kevin?
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
They'll have this cleaned up in no time.
Quite a bit.
So I'm going to take some of this off so you guys can have some when we go inside. I
Want
don't
something to put it on?
know, you know what? Because I wasn't expecting honeycomb in here.
That's all bee made.
Yep. It's all natural.
Oh, that's your
Look
red.
at that. Oh man, that is so cool.
All right.
Penny, have you ever tried honeycomb cereal by Post?
I have.
Oh
in the
gosh,
past.
that's
Quite a few years back.
crunchy.
Not sponsored.
No, that's loaded with high fructose corn
I've
syrup.
always wanted to say that.
You always want to say what?
Not sponsored.
You got to say it here today.
There's a bee that landed on the camera.
Did it?
He took a picture of the bee on the camera.
So what they're doing
cool.
now is they're going to clean this honey up. I'm going to put this over here for us, and we'll take this
Clean
in
it
half.
up. What do you mean?
What they're trying to
You
do,
use this one too?
that's some burr comb.
Oh, never mind.
What's a bird comb?
Okay, so burr comb is a comb that they build on top
Okay.
in an area where they normally would not build comb.
Okay.
Okay, it goes on top of it, goes underneath it. See, this is how I got stung right here.
Oh, I see.
There was a bee on there like that, and she was trying to clean up the honey that was on my tool.
What do you mean clean it? You mean just
I mean,
like no
and
wasting?
she'll like eat it. Right. She'll eat that, and she'll put it in her honey stomach, and then she'll go put it in another part of the hive.
So they don't want to waste a single
Nope.
I don't see
drop.
much smoke coming out of that.
Yeah, I should have put more fuel in it. I'm going to pull one of these center ones, and let's see if we can find some. Ow! Woo! Oh, she lit me up. Wow.
Did she sting you?
Yep. You were asking if I ever got stung? I
Oh,
just did.
oh wow.
Beekeeper has been stung.
Backyard
Yep,
beekeeper.
right on the hand, right here. Woo, she lit me up. All right.
I don't want to be lit up.
Now,
Keep the gloves on then.
Yep, I'm keeping these on.
they are not happy. They can smell that pheromone when she stung me.
They release a pheromone
Yep, and that's how they know.
attack.
Yeah, and that's why they're after me. Yeah,
Now they're all going to be after you, John. You better run.
she got me good. I'm going to have to dig out the rest of that stinger.
Run for the
All right,
hills.
here we go.
Oh, boy.
People ask me, have you ever been stung? Yeah. It's the cost of doing business.
Should
I
we
try
get
not
that
to
out?
get stung too much.
That's really
Oh,
in
this
there.
one, they've really got this glued in there.
You have to take each one of them out one at a time, right?
Yeah, I want to take these out because I want to.
Inspect them.
Yeah, I want to inspect them. I want to see how the queen's laying.
I can tell there's been some bees landing on my head.
Yes, me too.
When you say you want to see how she's been laying, what do you mean?
I want to see the pattern that she's laid. You know
What-
how
what-
she's laid across the honeycomb.
What does that signify? Like, what is
That
that?
a good queen will lay all across the honeycomb,
Okay.
or all across the comb, not really the honeycomb. And so what I want to see is I want to see if she's still laying at a good high productive rate.
I see. Okay.
Dang, come on, girls. Can you, Miss Penny, can you come pull this up? They're after my hands because I got honey on me now.
Because new bees live and die every day, so you gotta constantly be
Yep,
producing.
ready? Lift.
Look at that.
Okay,
wow.
here we go. So right here, that's capped brood right there.
Brood.
Yep. This is honey. That's brood. This is there's probably pollen in there.
Oh, look at that.
Where the
That's
bee
amazing.
larvae are.
Yeah, the bee's larvae are in here.
Wow.
So that's where she's actually laying. You want to
So
hold this?
that's the
This is heavy.
I'll take a picture of you, Spencer. You just tell me
Got
when
it?
you want
Got
it
it.
done.
Hurry
Shut-
up, Dad. Mr. Kevin.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't have it on the right. Okay,
Get that
1,
spear
2,
in
3. 1, 2, 3. Got it, Spence.
Well, she lit me up good.
Okay.
Did she?
All right. Oh yeah.
where'd she see you at?
Where'd she get in
Right
at?
in my
Yeah.
hand.
On your hand?
Yeah,
Wow,
my hand.
Mr. Kevin, that is heavy.
Is it?
Not protected. All right.
How heavy do you think that is? Wow.
That's gotta be at least like what, 20 pounds?
Now this one here,
Yeah,
probably about 10, maybe.
that's it.
Yeah.
It feels like 20.
Feels heavy.
How's this out?
All right. We've disturbed them enough.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start putting the honey supers back on. And then we'll leave them alone. Put the queen excluder on and then the honey supers.
So if you were to capture honey, what stage is that and how is it done?
So what we do, we take it out of here. We uncap it with a hot capping knife. And then we put it in a spinner and we centrifugally spin. Well, I'm out of smoke. We centrifugally spin the honey out and it goes against the walls of the honey spinner and then drains down.
They're forming the beard again on the outside.
Yeah.
Do you want to just sweep those off?
I'm just going to move them off with
Oh, that'll
the
work.
queen excluder.
What does that do again? I'm sorry. Queen excluder?
This
The
prevents the queen
The workers are
from getting into my honey supers.
Okay. Why don't you want her to get in there?
Because if she gets in the honey supers,
She'll start laying eggs.
she's going to start laying eggs, yeah,
yeah.
and then it messes up the honey.
Got it.
Then you got to clean all that out first.
I see.
Yeah, it's a pain. Yeah, I should put more fuel in it. All right, let me grab that.
Penny, you're taking a beekeeper break over there,
Yes,
Miss
I
Penny?
am. I'm burning up in this outfit.
Yeah,
It's hot.
well, I'm not doing any work, so.
I can't wait to take this off. It's like I'm burning up in this suit.
Wow, that's heavy.
I guess there's pros and cons to it.
Yep.
You have to be
All right,
hot.
Penny, can you grab
but
the
would
front
you
so we can
rather be
adjust this, please?
stung?
We'll do that.
Lift it up.
Trying. Oh my god.
We've got the queen excluder stuck on it.
What's
Lift it
wrong?
up.
I was trying to scare you, but
Oh,
it's too rigid.
it's a little too hard.
All right, hold on.
I can't lift it.
All
I've
right.
been feeling a couple of them.
I'll
I
lift
can
it.
slide it.
I'll let you know if they land
No.
on you.
I
I'll
can
lift
hear
it.
them. Some have landed on my feet.
Go ahead
I
and
felt it.
slide that. What's the queen excluder? I'll set it straight. Yeah. It's not on there straight.
Oh, they're a little agitated. Yeah.
Should we get the more smoke?
No, we're almost done.
Okay.
Wait, we gotta get the queen excluder over. Ah, that hurts.
Okay. So
All right.
I can't lift it.
I'm gonna lift it up and you gotta push it over. Push the queen excluder over and I'll put it straight down on it. You got it even? All the way around?
I think so.
Okay. Not.
It's not?
Nope. Come over and look over here.
Okay.
Look front to back.
They're really active now.
Can't have it.
I'm taking a few steps back. The filmer's got to get back.
Okay, lift it back up
I
again.
feel like they're all over the darn
I'm a
place.
bit scared.
Oh, I'm gonna get stung.
It's not to land on your hand.
They're upset. All right.
Okay, so what did you...
That's good.
They seem to have a tendency to fly towards your face, like they almost know that that's
They
where.
do. They can smell the carbon dioxide
Yeah,
in my
they
breath.
sense the carbon dioxide you're breathing out.
Oh, are you serious? That's why they were more buzzing the face than.
Okay, is that good enough?
Yeah, hold on.
now?
I'll walk away from you.
Okay.
They're all over me.
They're all over me too.
They're all over me, Dad.
They're out of smoke.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick this one up right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my gloves on.
You just can't freak out, Dad.
I'm not. I'm just trying to film without getting them.
You need to be
They keep getting close to my hands and face, though. My face, I'm not worried about. My hands, I am worried about because
Just be
I
one
don't have
with the
gloves.
bees.
Yeah, you want to be more concerned about your face than your hands.
As long as you
Most
don't
definitely.
swat in high movement, it'll be okay.
Well, it looks like they're starting to calm down.
I will say I have never been stung, so I'm gonna try to keep up that streak.
That's a good streak to keep up. Yeah, they're like right next to my face. You hear them right in my
You
ear.
can hear them, yeah, definitely.
Sound like they're landing, like they're gonna land on my ear.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to get into the head
Oh,
tent.
Yeah. Yep. God, this outfit makes you sweat.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Ooh.
That's why the astronauts they have like cooling units
Oh,
on their
that's
suits because otherwise
Oh,
they'd
yeah, they have
overheat.
regulators. Well,
Regulators.
and they have.
Do they make bee suits with cooling units,
Yeah.
Spencer,
Yeah,
Mr.
you
Beekeeper?
Can, yeah, you can buy custom suits. All right, because I'm out of smoke and I don't want to get lit up on my hand again. I put my gloves on.
Okay.
You got that okay?
Backyard's gonna get lit up.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good to get stung in the hand.
No, I can't imagine.
You want my assistant?
Yeah, I need the brush.
The bee brush.
I think I got a natty bug inside the damn face shield.
This is what kids,
Okay.
Mr. Pencil.
Okay.
Good here.
Now, grab that. I'm gonna
So
put
Kevin,
the,
are you gonna start a bee?
Yeah,
beekeeping?
maybe. This is pretty exciting stuff.
The two things that I'd love to do in my life are beekeeping and raise chickens.
They raise chickens?
Yeah,
Oh, chickens would be wonderful.
eggs and honey.
all right, so now I put a beetle blaster in there so they can chase hive beetles up there.
Should we get that on film?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, right
Get
here.
it in, Mr. Kevin. You got it.
Put that up in between the frames.
Raise it up so we could see what it was. We didn't get to see it go in.
Oh, okay. All right. Miss Fitty, can you put the top cover on? I mean, the inner cover,
I
please.
got you.
Yeah.
A little bit, not bad.
Yep. Here.
Got
Spin it
you,
around.
Mr. Kevin.
There we go. Lift it up. You're squashing the beetle. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna take a break.
Okay.
Can you put the body of the feeder on top of the air cover, please? No, this part here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll see the label goes on the right hand side. There you go.
Okay, I see it.
Note to self: more smoke,
More smoke.
more fuel.
What are you doing with that?
The feeders goes on top.
Oh, the
Go ahead and
feeder,
put
that's
the
right,
feeder
that's
back
right.
on in here. Make sure the top's on right here. Okay.
What are we doing with the new hives?
Okay, here's the feeder.
Yeah, the new hives are not going into service today, correct? The backyard
Yeah,
beekeeper.
that's correct.
Oh, okay, got it.
We just moved them from the inside of the house to the outside.
Got it.
That goes on top. Ooh, excuse me, did it done?
Beekeeping is hard work.
Yeah.
Tired
You want
work.
to do a sign off,
Yep.
Spencer? We're gonna,
Mr. Spencer.
Mr. Spencer. You want to do a little sign off, and then I'll go back to the backyard beekeeper.
Sure, I
Tell
learned
us
I
what you-
learned a lot today, and I'm very excited that I got to be a part of this, and I'm hoping to learn more and be a part of beekeeping more in the future. See you later.
All right. And what do you got for hand protection there?
Gloves.
All right. Brought to you by.
No, not brought to you
Brought to you by Marlboro.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
All right, Miss Penny. Any last words before
Yeah,
this?
I'm just, you know what, this is a working process and a learning experience. I've got a really good teacher over here that's helping me to
Seems that way.
understand the whole beekeeping thing, and it's fun once you get the hang of it. And
That's right.
That's all I want to say.
That's it. Backyard beekeeping out.